everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary. I talk about singles, dating and marriage. Thank you so much for your love and thank you for support always. If you're new here, you're welcome and feel at home. In today's video, I'll be talking on the topic things to pray for your future husband. In this video, I share on how to pray for your future husband. Whatever I'm going to share in this video will help you, get a better idea of how to pray for your future husband. Even if there is no eligible young man in sight, it is never early to pray for him. This is the best time, and this is one of the way of preparing of the kind of marriage you want. So it is very important for you to pray for him. And if you desire to get married, I'm telling you that when that times come, God will do it for you. Just trust God's timing. God's timing is always the best. It doesn't matter how many people have gone ahead of you. Just continue trusting God and continue preparing for the kind of marriage that you want. And one way of preparing is to pray for your future husband. So I pray that this video you will find it helpful so that you continue to pray for your future husband. So the first thing to pray for your future husband is his walk with God. The man who loves God will, how much a man loves God will determine how much that man will love you. So it is very important for you to pray for him, that his walk with God continue to grow stronger and stronger, and this one will help you. So don't wait. Even if you don't know the person, just continue to pray that God will continue to strengthen his walk. His walk with God, day by day. And as you do so, as you continue pray for him to grow in the things of God. You are just praying for yourself. It's just like you are praying for yourself. And the more he loves God, the more he will love you. So just pray for him pray for him for his love for God to grow greater and greater. Another thing you need to pray for him is his prayer life. Prayer is the most powerful tool. God has given us as Christian, prayer is a tool to grow. And a strong prayer life of any individual will determines how that person is going to the victory that person enjoys. So it is very important for you to pray for his prayer life, not to be lukewarm on the prayer altar, to continue to grow stronger and stronger on the altar of prayer. And this one will help you when that time comes, when you get married, because this man is going to be the head of this house, of your marriage. So if his prayer life is growing and his prayer life is great, he's going to lead, even you is going to help you, to grow your prayer life. To the family is going to grow. You together, your prayer life will be great. So it is very important for you to pray for his prayer life. Another thing you need to pray is, pray that, grace and help for personal struggles. He needs God's help, and you don't know what he's going through wherever he is. Just continue to pray that God will give him grace to overcome whatever he's going through. God will give him, God will help him in whatever that he's doing. It is only the grace of God that makes great. So continue to pray that God will continue to increase his grace upon his life, so that no matter what he's going through, God, he will enjoy God's help. All of us, we need God's grace and God's help. So as a single lady, as a single young woman, continue to pray for your future husband, that God will increase his grace and his help, for whatever that is going through. You don't know what he is going through, and you are the best person to pray for him, even if you don't know him. So just continue that God will give him grace, and God will continue to help him, no matter struggles he's going through, no matter challenges he's going through, that God will help him and God will see him through. And as you do so, as I told you, you are just praying for yourself. Another thing you need to pray for your future husband is wisdom. God has promised us to give us wisdom. When we ask, He will give us. So give your no, I mean, no, ask God to give him wisdom in whatever that he does, the decision that he makes. It is very important because whatever decision he's making now, will either will either impact him or positively or negatively. So it is very important for you to pray for him that God will give him wisdom to make the right decisions now that you don't know him, you don't know what he's going through. So go pray that God will give him wisdom to make the right decision, wisdom to make good friends, wisdom to be the right place in the right time. Just pray that God will give him wisdom. Another thing you need to pray for him is his character. Now that he's still single, it is hard to cultivate and maintain a strong character. And the character of a person, matters a lot, So it is very important for you, as to pray for your future husband to have good character, no matter how much. It doesn't matter what he's going through, or doesn't matter no matter his character. Now God can change it. So it is very important that you need to pray for him, because you don't know you don't know his strengths and you don't know his weaknesses. So it is very important for you to pray for his character, God to mold it. God knows the best, so that God will make him, give him a good character that will be a beneficial for you in future. So that is why you need to pray for him. Another thing you need to pray for his goals. It is very important, as a single young woman, don't marry a man who doesn't have a vision. So pray that God will give you, he will discover his purpose. As a single person, this is the best time. I hope you also, as a young woman, you have already discovered your God's plan, your God's purpose for life. Continue to pray that, to pray for his goals. If he has discovered, for him to discover his purpose for life, and if I discover, to pursue them. You don't need to put your life on hold before this, fulfilling destiny. So wherever he is, he must be fulfilling destiny, and when you meet together, it will be better. So it is very important for you to pray for his goals, no matter the goals. Even if you don't know them, just pray and God will answer. Another thing you need to pray for him is, to pray for his purity. You need to walk in righteousness, and it is not by might, it's just by the grace of God. So that pray that God will help him to walk in righteousness always. We need the grace of God every day. So they pray that God give him grace to walk in righteousness, to walk in purity. And this one, as you pray for him, you just know that whatever you're praying for someone, God will give you first. That is what God will do. So as you pray for him to walk in righteousness, to live a righteous life, God will make sure, you yourself, you are living a righteous life. So just continue to pray for him to live a pure life and to walk in righteousness. Another thing you need to pray for him is pray for his finances. You don't know maybe what he's doing. Just pray that God will give him. You cannot marry a man without work. So pray that if God has given him work, that is good. If he doesn't have, God to give him what to do and to manage that work, so that he's going to be the provider of that home. So God to give him even wisdom to manage that work and to manage his finances, so that when it comes, there will be no struggles just because he doesn't have what to do. So continue to pray for his finances. There are so many things you need to pray for him. Another thing you need to pray for him to have his relationships with others, to have good friends. It is very important. The friends he has, matters a lot. So pray that God will give him grace to choose the right friends, to be in the right company. If he keep the company of wrong friends, it will have a negative impact on your life, because these friends will go with him. So when even if he get married, these friends, most of them will keep them. So it is very important for you to pray for him, that God will give him grace, to choose the right friends. And I believe that as you do so, no, even if you are not in relationship now, God will fulfill, this one, there is no prayer that goes a waste. So, and God does not keep prayers. He will just answer these prayers. And when that time comes, you will thank God you did it. So don't think that, now that you are not in a relationship, this is not the right time for you to pray. No, this is the best time for you to pray for your future husband until God reveals who he is in your life. Just continue praying for him, and whatever you decide, I hope that that God will give you grace, grace to wait on him, so that when that right time to wait, the ghost time is most of the time, as single people, as single young women, because of age or because of how many people have gone ahead of us, or pressure from family, you just decide to go and just to marry anybody. No, my advice is just wait for ghost time. Doesn't matter the pressure you are getting, just wait for ghost time. And that time, when that time comes, I'm telling you, you'll be gloriously married and you enjoy your marriage. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your time. I pray that you will find this video helpful, and you continue to pray for your future husbands. If you have found this video helpful, kindly just give this video a thumbs up. Just click on that like button, and also you can share it with those you think they need it. And if you have not subscribed, kindly just click on the red button below the video, turn subscribe, and click on that bell beside there, so that every time I upload a new video, you'll be among those that will be notified. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for your support always. See you in my next video. Bye.